back to He Loves Low TV, your favorite place to be, and I am back with another freaking reaction video, baby. And today, you guys, I'm going to be reacting to King Von once again, the soft-spoken assassin, because some people was talking about I reacted to the wrong one, react to the soft-spoken assassin, because that one was old and this one was 4 months ago. So I want to see an updated, you know what I'm saying, video on King Von to see, you know what I'm saying, if he got worse. So before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and join the Low crew, because the Low crew is the best crew of all crews. You dig what I'm saying? And we're gonna get straight into this mother freaking video.
Back to that breaking news live from China.
That boy in the back looked just like him. Or was that him? Mass shooting inside building at 65th in King Drive and Parkway Gardens.
Drive and Parkway Gardens.
The age ranges of those people ranging from 14 to 23 years old.
Hey, my man, I'm coming. Please don't. His name is Davon Bennett, a.k.a. King Von. He's been on the street for too long. I want him off the street today. You guys ready? Ready for this.
Alright, so probably the person that I get the most requests to do a video on, and the rapper I've been rocking with for a while now, is King Von. No doubt the most demonic figure that's come out of Chicago since the drill music wave in the 2010s. Fans are really enamored with his storytelling and music videos, but for the life of me, I don't know how King Von is a free man. I mean, bless him, all blessings to him. He's somehow been able to 2C slide and dodge every single case that's been thrown at him.
Nah, for real though, like, this man is like, bro, he done been through so much and he's free right now. Like, how?
Since he was 15, and while his partner Rondo was toting a bazooka on the gram, King Von was on Twitter arguing with a mortal enemy over how many bodies they each got. And this was trolling the fuck out of the police, right? They couldn't.
Man, I'm just trying to kill.
Chicago, only 20%.
This man is, bro, he is violent.
Murders ever get proven, 80% go unsolved.
20 years for the murders. Plus the gunman has been lost. That's 21 years. So that's 41 years just for the murder. I got 2 attempted murders.
And you beat all those charges. You were acquitted.
Yep, I'm acquitted.
Now, we're gonna...
He sure is an assassin, bro. He beat all them cases and get caught for nothing. Is them cops just, I don't know what. He just smooth, bro. He just smooth. He ain't leave no evidence. Like, he's smooth with his stuff. Like, I don't know.
We're gonna get into all of this, but before we do, let me show you my song of the...
But guys, just a little inspiration tip. Do not look up to people like this, okay? Do not look up to niggas like this that do these things and get away with it, because most people do not get away with it, you know what I'm saying? And if you keep on doing things like King Von does and all these other, now I'm not gonna say rappers, because some rappers don't be even about that, like, they be lying, but other, you know, niggas that live like King Von, then you're gonna be in jail or you're gonna be somewhere worse. So yeah, just don't follow this path. This is not the right path.
The day. This is Mark Battles. Let's go.
Ain't been happy in a while. I be staring in the mirror trying to force myself to smile. Can't keep blaming.
Who is this?
People do what you allow. And don't ask me how I feel, because I'm responding.
Okay, I don't want to get...
How the fuck I'm supposed to feel when I'm...
More specifically, the Parkway Gardens in the South Side. But you probably know it as O-Block. Now, not only is this the home of Chief Keef and King Von, it's also the home of the former First Lady, Michelle Obama, who, when she looks back at her experience, says it was never as bad as it is now. The area has always been a huge war between two factions, the BDs and the GDs. And this war has been going back since at least the 90s. But back then, there was more structure, it was organized, and it was mostly...
Bro, our black people gotta stop fighting against one another, okay? Like, we just got, like, what are the right? We all black. We all need to come together and stop making gangs and fighting against one another. Like, all these gang stuff is just so uncalled for. Like, stop killing each other, for real, man. This is what's keeping us separated and, you know, at a low state, okay? We need to all unite. This is the year to all. This is the year, okay? this is the time that we all need to stop separating ourselves from 63rd, 65th, 62nd, you know, all this other 60s bullshit, like GD. We need to just stop all this. I'm talking like they're really gonna change, but you know what, like this is what I'm just saying, like all this just really, like if all of this was to just stop and we all came together as melanated beings, like we would be so powerful, guys. Like this, we would be unstoppable for real.
Battle over drug trade. The BDs controlled a massive 16-story housing complex just 2 minutes away from O Block, posting snipers on the roof to protect their drug dealers. Lookouts were equipped with night vision goggles, and the entire organization was pulling in $300,000 a day for damn near 15 years. The BDs were run like a corporation. Money was laundered through investments into apartment buildings, a record label called MOB, a car wash, and a nightclub in Atlanta. But the leadership was taken out in 2004 with a massive police raid. Their headquarters was permanently closed and eventually demolished.
Dang.
50 people were charged. Whole leadership gone. All the BDs migrated to O Block and created alliances with the sets around the area to go against their rival gang, the GDs. Now the GDs, which stands for Gangster Disciples, also had their leadership taken down. And now neither of the two gangs have any structure anymore, coming from the top to the bottom. It's basically just kids running around with a profound hatred for each other, trying to blow each other's heads off. And
that's sad, bro. It should not be like that. It really shouldn't. Like these people just... And then it's sad because they got kids growing up in these hoods and neighborhoods that's like, you know, looking up after these, you know, their families that got gang rivalries and shit, and they following right after them. So it's just a repeating cycle, which is even more sad, you know what I'm saying?
And even further in the 2010s with Chief Keef and the rise of drill music. Chief Keef, Rondo, Lil Reese, Lil Durk.
Hey, I support Chief Keef though, because I heard he made it out and he never went back, and he's like, you know, bettering himself. So I support Chief Keef on this, for real.
Most of the people who saw success during the height of the drill scene were all black disciples. The Gangster Disciples had very little representation in mainstream music. Their most notable figures were FBG Duck, Lil J, Lil Jojo. So the fact that Chief Keef
he got shot,
were able to control the airwaves and the popular sound made it so they could put super disrespectful lyrics to work.
Wait, so Chief Keef a BD and is King Von a GD? Well, let me see.
Gangster Disciples in their songs, and it will become mainstream. The best example is Tuka. You know,
bro, people stay using Tuka in their songs.
Get one $4 breakfast offer. Love it and tell a friend. Then they tell a friend, and so on and so on and so on.
Don't get this unhealthy food.
Get some breakfast.
No.
Tuka's death became the focal point for a lot of violence because the gang members that killed Tuka then used social media to really insult his memory.
That's messed up.
Have this young man actually in his coffin,
Right.
and this image has also been defiled.
See, Tuka was a deceased 15-year-old boy that Chief Keef and Durk would constantly mock in their songs. And the lyric became so popular, you had rappers like Lil Pump who had nothing to do with the situation. He's from Miami. You had Young M.A. who's from New York. And even NLE Choppa who's from Memphis.
See, this is what I mean by like celebrities be wanting to be hood so bad that they be talking about stuff they don't even know. They just using it because it sound hard. Like they be trying to sound so gangster, like, bro. See, and they ain't even, I bet they didn't even know this was just a deceased boy that died, and they just using his name freely.
They would use Tuka in their songs or in everyday life without even knowing what it meant.
Now, you recently
That's sad.
said some shit about Lil Pump. Did he use the smoking Tuka line?
To this day, you probably think that everything all groovy. But no, when I see you, I'm gonna slap you.
Young M.A. said it in her verse, and then she apologized for it.
And that's all I wanted.
See, the hatred between the GDs and the BDs ran so deep. The feud was so strong.
Oh,
We even
so
got
King Von is a BD just like Chief Keef. Okay.
on video teaching a little kid how to shoot a water gun while saying F Tuka.
Fuck Tuka. Shoot him in his head. Boom. Fuck Tuka. Say it.
Now, the
See,
devil-
I know I think King Von is fine or whatever, but like stuff like that's just uncalled for, bro. That was
This kid, Tuka, spawned something that was never before seen. A 17-year-old female assassin named Jakira, who created a social media account dedicated to avenging his death.
She was known to her rivals as somebody who was willing to shoot first, ask questions later. It's all over the internet.
Jakira was on social media bragging about the shootings that she had done. She was proud, and she let everybody know. She was very quick to let you know that she was violent and that she was not afraid to shoot somebody.
It was said Jakira was responsible for at least 15 shootings before she herself was eventually killed. Afterwards, a 4chan user hacked her Twitter and leaked DMs showing her and King Von had this weird back and forth where King Von was attempting to romance her in like a mocking way. I don't know, maybe it was real, despite the fact that they were both rival gang members. And she didn't like dudes, she liked girls. But reading the tweets and listening to his interviews, you could tell King Von is a clever, smooth talker, right? He's smooth, but he's also a goddamn demon. A blood trail seems to follow him wherever he goes. And King Von was becoming an infamous figure in the Chicago PD briefing room, so they hated him. Police would bring him in for an armed robbery charge.
Ew, he look ugly there.
Possession of an illegal firearm.
He done glowed
and
up.
Suspicions of other stuff that they could never prove. One murder of a kid named Modell, allegedly, according to the internet detectives on Reddit, has King Von's name written all over it. It happened on a Saturday night where 24 other people were wounded across Chicago, but that wouldn't stop King Von from boasting about Modell's death on Twitter all the time. Now finally, in 2014, the police...
And he said, who gonna get killed in the next month? Like, boy, you steady trying to kill?
Something. Vaughn and one of his friends were at a crowded house party when a rival GD named Malcolm Stuckey was in the corner, mean-mugging them. Vaughn and them took offense, immediately left the party, came back 45 minutes later, shooting at the kid Stuckey, who was outside, along with 2 other people who tried to run. Stuckey was killed, the 2 others were wounded, and King Vaughn and his friend were snatched up by police a couple days later. After 3.5 years, the trial finally started. It lasted a grand total of 5 days.
Dang.
Witnesses couldn't be located. Vaughn kept his mouth shut for the whole 3 years, while his friend confessed to doing the shooting. So, Vaughn beat the case, went home, and his friend got 28 years. As soon as Vaughn was out, the dude he was always arguing with on Twitter, named Wooski, who's a gangster disciple, and his mortal enemy, was attending a funeral at the Bethlehem Star Baptist Church when all of a sudden an AK-47 pistol, aka a Draco, was whipped out and started spraying into the crowd. Dozens of shots rang off and Wooski was shot. Now he survived, and King Von was not responsible for this, but that does not stop him from mocking him. His fans are diehards, right? They're crazy. They read into everything he posts, looking for clues. Like this man posted an Insta story just trying to promote his new music video, and people were reading into how many skulls he put in his caption.
They doing too much.
7 bodies. To the point where King Von went live on Instagram.
He probably got more than that.
If the internet was right about the bodies people had, they would be in jail. So don't believe what anyone says. I repeat, anyone. And I'll be honest, I hope that's true. Bless him. All I know is listen. In Chicago, the clubs close at like 12, right? It doesn't go past 12 because of the violence. And I know that King Von can't go to Canada to do shows. He can't go to overseas to do shows. So it's a blessing and a curse, right? Because of his history, King Von creates this allure and this personality that people want to rock with his music, but also fucks up his business opportunities because he can't leave the country. That's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who do you want me to cover next? Make sure you subscribe with
King Von is, bro, I don't even know. Maybe what if King Von never committed the crimes? What if he just was with his friends all the time, the ones that actually committed the crimes, and he was always there? I don't know. Because he just cannot be getting off from every single crime that happens, like, you know what I'm saying, that has something to do with him. Like, it's just, it's unbelievable at this point. Like, he done got away too many dang times. Either he didn't snitch, he done did something. I hope he ain't snitched, because we don't like snitches up here. No, I'm just kidding. But, like, yeah, that's my little reaction. I hope, you know, times, like, I hope people just get all of this gang stuff, all this rivalry shit. Like, this shit is going too far. It's going too far. But thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.